we're going to hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Expressway.
I'm on the expressway to heck.
Okay, are we done now? Are we starting shows now?
Yes, we're starting shows now.
Okay. I'd better not hear of any of that anywhere, ever.
Maybe, maybe not. It depends on.
No, I'd better not.
All right, fine.
Thank you.
You'll never hear it.
Well, I don't listen, but I check. I know what's up.
All right, fine.
Where was I?
We were on the highway, the freeway the passenger seat to Splurbundium.
We were on the log flume to hell.
Ooh, that place. I love it because it's so hot and wet.
And the splash would be bad. Because I'm pretty sure it'd be much warmer than I'm used to.
Yep.
Where was I now? Oh, like, subscribe, and follow us. Would you do that? Like, subscribe, follow. They're just 3 little clicky things. It's very cool. That way you know when new stuff shows up every week. Actually, every 3 times every week. So Anyway, like, subscribe, and follow. You can leave us a message right here. Or if you have a longer missive, something, say a longer question, a comment, conundrum, or snark.
Or even a snarkism.
A snarkism we'll take.
Yeah.
Or if you have a story that we have somehow overlooked, which honestly, with all the effort we put in, impossible. No, likely. TITR@netradio.network. It's amazing now that email has become slow. Which means snail mail must be.
How does it get? So it becomes glacial mail.
Well, yeah, but you can never tell if they're melting or growing.
Yeah, that's the way, because everybody's claiming different things.
Oddly, it depends on which glacier you're talking about.
Surprise.
At what time? Sorry. Like, subscribe, follow, TITR@netradio.network. All right, carry on.
This is True, Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Vercanis. All the news you're about to hear is true.
Really?
As far as you know.
Speaking of carry on, Florida Carry Incorporated.
Are you talking luggage or birds?
CARRY.
Thank you. Luggage.
Has filed a lawsuit against the Hillsborough County School District over its suspension of a high school student who officials claim brought, are you ready for this, Tony? 3.
I doubt it. 3?
3. 3 spent shell casings to school.
That's probably not good.
They're spent shell casings.
That means they're empty.
Of everything. There isn't even a primer in there.
It's the brass.
Yep. School officials learned of the...
It's what they always find in the detective shows when someone doesn't police their brass.
Their brass. That's correct. School officials learned of the incident via a message sent to them on the Fortify FL app. A suspicious activity...
Wait a minute. Fortify FL.
Fortify
app.
Florida. Yeah.
So it'd be a Fortify flap.
Fortify flap.
Flap.
Yeah, flap.
Like Subital.
Yeah, exactly.
It's Hower.
Used to be said that way, by the way.
Yep.
I actually heard a comedian making a joke. Why is there an H there? Nobody has ever said Hower. No. And I went, you're just wrong, dude.
One guy did. And think about it. The poor bee. Why am I here in Subtle? Why can't I be somewhere like Baboon?
Booby.
I would have watched more, but I thought, no, this poor souls.
The Fortify flap is a suspicious activity reporting to...
Knowledge or Cano.
It used to be. Like Canute. Fortify Florida flap is a suspicious activity reporting tool that allows parents or other students to relay information to appropriate law enforcement agencies and school officials. So it's a tattletale app. A search revealed 3 expended metallic casings in a Ziploc bag along with some spare change. The expended casings did not contain any powder, projectile, shot, bullets, wadding, or live primers.
That's why they call it a spent shell casing.
A deputy sheriff told school officials the student had committed no crime by possessing spent shell casings. However, and you knew that was coming.
There always is a however. It's like a but, only longer. And I mean the BUT guys, because the other kind should be pronounced but.
Exactly. That's why my name is Scott.
Mm-hmm.
The principal ignored the deputy's judgment, called the students' parents, told them to take their child home, and wait for a phone call.
Why do we need a CK for words like black, tack, jack? Is the
Whack,
C silent or is the K silent?
Smack.
Lack.
Untosh.
Frack. But only,
Yeah. Later, the principal called to say the student's going to be suspended.
Okay. Why?
Well.
Uh-oh.
We'll get there to the detail in just a sec.
Why are there two L's in well when you only need one?
That's correct. Florida state law does not prohibit the possession of spent shell casings on school property or within a school safety zone. However,
but
in their infinite numbskullery, the school district had its own rules. Pish posh, state law doesn't matter. It prohibits ammunition on school property as well as clothing and jewelry that suggest or imply weapons and or ammunition. So a picture of an ammunition would get you suspended.
So like
how they do
the original Star Wars poster,
right,
which had the lightsaber and the weird little pistol they had.
Yeah. Or if you had a picture of Worf's batleth.
This, sports fans, is what we've sunk to.
According to the lawsuit, school officials committed a host of legal errors. Would you like to hear them enumerated quickly?
Oh, I'd like them enumerated quite succinctly.
Okay, you count them. Defining an individual ammunition component as ammunition. Defining or treating ammunition as a weapon. Defining or treating ammunition components as a weapon. A policy prohibiting the possession of ammunition on school property or in a school safety zone. A policy prohibiting the possession of an ammunition component on school property. And finally, a policy of disciplining students for lawful possession of an ammunition component on school property. Oh, there's one more for 7.
Yep.
A policy of disciplining students for possessing ammunition on school property. These policies were enforced in violation of...
they were on such a roll. I wonder how they stopped at 7.
State law. It's a biblical number. They wanted it to be there.
They got to 12, I'm sure, if they'd have tried.
So they violated state law section 790.33 of the Florida state statutes.
So was there money involved in any sort of settlement thing?
Well, it's just gotten started. This is going to cost them. And thereafter, they want certain people fired. And they're going...
I know. Isn't there the one whole city council we'd like fired?
Oh,
actually several.
Exactly. Well, there's more than one, because they're all...
Yeah.
They're not all, but...
See, you have this timely, righteous kind of story going on about the stupidity and the...
Yep.
Can we say wokeness, or is that too old now?
No, woke is good. I mean, Not to say wokeness is good, and being aware of things is really good, but...
Yeah, as it's used in the vernacular...
Not so much.
Idiots. I feel bad. You have something socially relevant, and I just have a fugitive on the lam in New Orleans.
Tell me.
Gaining fame as he outwits a tenacious band of citizens armed with night vision binoculars, nets, and a tranquilizer rifle. I say you should make... All the parents are going, those come in pistols?
Is this guy...
Did we hook the child up to the remote and hit pause?
Do they come in energy drinks? I mean, seriously.
His name is Scrim. He's a 17-pound mutt, mostly terrier.
Dog.
No
wonder he's busy.
Yeah, he had to do something because he's a terrier.
That's their job.
They sleep. Scrim has become a folk hero of sorts because, well, we don't allow any other kinds. We arrest them or suspend them. Has become a folk hero, inspiring tattoos, T-shirts, and yes, there are even minstrels singing ballads as he eludes captures from the posse of volunteers.
Oh.
And like any good hero, there's a backstory, which I'm sure will be in the first movie.
Absolutely. Either that or they'll come back to the backstory and do origins. They'll do like a 3-movie deal and then do an origins piece.
Yeah, I'm thinking if DC has it, they're going to do that right up front.
Do you think so?
They use it. Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman.
Maybe we could talk to
The Flash. Well, actually, The Flash actually had a movie under his belt, so.
Yeah, that's true.
Like any anti-hero, Clint Eastwood in his younger days. He was rescued. I'm not saying that Clint Eastwood was rescued from a semi-feral life at a trailer park, but he could have been.
He had that look at times.
Mayor too.
Yeah. Go ahead, punk. Make my.
And
day.
I am not saying that Clint Eastwood was adopted from a shelter, because that would be just weird. The dog, Scrim, the real anti-hero in this story.
Okay.
Oh, when I wander around the block, it's a
You wander
block.
around the block.
The dog broke loose in April, scurried around the city until he was finally cornered in October and brought to a new home. Weeks later, he's a wanderer. You know, there are wanderers and there are growers. What's the thing from Reacher? There are some who settle and some who wander, and I think I'm a direct descendant of the wanderers.
You do? You were in a gang?
No, Reacher.
Oh.
He decided to get bored with his own home, leapt out of a second-story window, 17-pound terrier-type mutt.
He wants his freedom.
A
Did
desperate
he have blue
act.
and white paint on his face when he went?
A desperate act recorded in a now viral video, which I have not found. Okay, I'll be honest, I really haven't looked, but
Yeah, whatever.
be honest, I'm making dog into an anti-hero, really? Since then, despite a stream of daily sightings, he's roaming free. So he was out from April to October.
Okay.
And now he's been out for what, another, I don't know, month? Give or take.
Okay.
The dog's fans include Myra and Steve Foster, who wrote Ode to Scrim. You would sing it to the tune of Ricky Nelson's I'm a Traveling Man. I don't know why you do that, but you could. 55-year-old Michelle Cherami, former information technology professional, says she lost everything, home, car, possessions, in Hurricane Katrina in 2005. And the aftermath found her calling, comma, rescuing pets, period. I was like, this is what I should be doing. I was born to rescue. So is Batman.
Born to rescue.
Yeah, that wouldn't hit. So she launched Zeus Rescues, a nonprofit shelter that now averages 600 cats and dog adoptions a year.
Thank you, Zeus.
She helped Scrim find the home he first escaped from. And it was Cherami's window that Scrim leapt from in November. She has now resumed her relentless mission since then, posting flyers on telephone poles and logging social media updates on his reported whereabouts. She has invested thousands of dollars on wildlife cameras, thermal sensors, and other really cool spy tech gear. Which
She's in Louisiana. Everything's thermal down there.
Copy that. If something shows blue,
yeah, it's dead.
Mark that down.
Right? Hey, I need you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
She actually took a course offered by the San Diego Zoo on the finer points of tranquilizing animals.
Nice.
Which you should show to most dentists.
You're reminding me of my last surgery.
I still firmly believe that dentists sometimes take the needle, push it in when they see it come out the back of your gum.
Yep.
They pull it back a little ways and hit you.
So I want you to.
Not my current one, not Dr. Madeline. She would never do that. She's spectacular.
I want you to visualize.
Like a dentist would listen to us.
The captain of the boat from Jaws. Got his face in your mind?
Robert Shaw?
Yes.
Got it.
I want him to adopt Scrim.
And then Scrim would become Scrim Shaw.
Dum, dum, dum. And then we can go pirating and pull boats over and take their hats.
I know. I'm not that bright.
Apparently the war on...
Shut up, you're a zebra.
War on Christmas is actually a thing.
By the way, I have a good authority if you buy zebra cakes.
Yeah.
My grandson says they do not taste like zebra. They taste like cake.
Wow. Zebras are cake?
His grandmother, of course, said, do you know what a zebra tastes like? And he goes, no.
Not yet. The war on Christmas is actually a thing, according to this from Jessica Thompson. Christmas has actually been, I should say, a source of controversy in the United States since the earliest colonial days, I'll have you know.
Okay, how do the Brits say controversy? They say it different.
Controversy.
Controversy, yep.
Conservatory.
See, we always say Aluminium.
Controversy. No.
You were right the first time.
I don't know.
Controversy.
That's not right. Controversy. Controversy.
No.
Controversy.
Let's pretend I never brought it up.
Anyway, it's been a problem in the United States since the earliest colonial days. In fact, in 1659, the Puritan government of the Massachusetts Bay Colony went so far as to outlaw Christmas in order to discourage disorderly behavior that might be offensive to God.
When was this?
1659.
They might have been onto something.
Anyone who failed
Do you
to show...
suppose if they saw it now, they just all die of a heart attack right there?
Yeah, well, this is...
First of all, they look at you and go, it's only Advent. What are they doing?
Yeah, well, see, they wouldn't understand.
We're the 12 days of Christmas. Well, they're still after Christmas, but nobody believes that anymore.
And all the Buddhists who celebrate Christmas are would confuse the crap right out of them. Anyone who failed to show up for work or participated in feasting would be fined 5 shillings.
Wait. So Scrooge wasn't as Scroogey as we thought?
Maybe not.
Oh.
The Christmas ban lasted until 1681, and Massachusetts didn't make Christmas an official holiday until 1856. But Massachusetts wasn't the first place to ban Christmas.
Tell me, Scott, what was the first, where, who, what was the first place that banned Christmas?
We must take an ocean voyage and voyage east from our shores to the shores of another place. A land
Ichigumi? No, wait,
far
that'd be
away.
west.
No, yeah, so we'd be heading east.
We're going across the Atlantic.
Yeah, that sort of thing. Until we got to merry old England.
Which wasn't Mary back then.
No, it was less than merry.
It was actually Fred England back then. But
it was back in 1643, and things just weren't as nice as they could have been.
Fred lost the whole thing in a divorce. It was ugly.
England passed
Ever since then, it's been merry old England.
And the Irish are still pissed. England passed an ordinance encouraging citizens to treat Christmas as a solemn holiday.
That's why they have the fair skin, so you can know when they're really actually upset.
Exactly. Rather than a celebratory feast. Because it's always such solemn news when a baby comes around and craps in your arms. Except that I point and laugh. What? Christmas remains...
Christmas? Old Christmas.
You just wait for Christopher Kringle to come by and smack the poop out of you.
Sure.
Christmas remained illegal in England until 1660, at which point it immediately became associated with a pagan ritual.
Of course.
Coming up today on This Is True Really
No,
News.
I've got one more to do.
Oh, shut up, Scott.
Luckily, you can edit that out, but I'm guessing you won't.
I'm not going to take the time.
Tacos are a fine and delicious, convenient fast food item. They come in their own holder.
Yes, they do. I love them.
But stealing one at gunpoint is and always will be. Well, I don't know about always will be. Have you seen society today?
It's a little gauche.
It'll be a crime.
Yeah. Okay.
So 19-year-old Antonio Murray Jr. approached an employee at Lily's Panaderia.
What the heck is a Panaderia?
It's Lily's place in St. Louis. Sheep. I don't know. You've got the Google machine. I've got the story. Google away.
Yeah, but mine is the wood-burning Google machine.
Yeah, we've got till Thursday. Where was
Panaderia means bakery.
Well, Lily. And what?
In Spanish.
Okay. So Lily's Spanish bakery in St. Louis. Mr. Murray Jr., the 19-year-old, pointed a gun, demanded the taco the employee was in the process of making.
Give me all the tacos you got.
Give me that taco.
I know this is a taco exchange.
The city is paying for all tacos. You bring your taco to them, they pay you for it. Hey, it's no dumber than other things.
117.4 tacos.
The employee was not Batman, so he handed over the taco.
Smart
Batman
move.
lives in Gotham, not St. Louis.
Right.
And Murray left without paying. I'm thinking if you're stealing a taco at gunpoint, I'm guessing that was just not needed.
Well, I'm guessing our mind was in, so let's just say another place.
KSDK5 reports that police located the young Antonio Murray Jr. nearby.
Was the taco gun?
And that when they confronted him, he informed them he was carrying a BB gun in his waistband. Still not a good move.
No, bad
He
idea.
admitted to the incident and has been charged with and had to be first-degree robbery because you used a weapon, you moron.
Well, and the other person thought it was an actual gun.
For $1 something taco. Are they still $1? I haven't had to actually pay for a taco in a long time. I steal them
At gunpoint.
from babies.
I go in there with a wrist rocket, which is
I'm bright enough not to use a weapon. I just threaten them with my imposing stature.
I'm going to stay here and keep talking if you don't give me a taco.
Give me your taco.
Your kneecaps are at risk.
Yes, and if I get a step stool, worse things will happen.
Yeah, the low-hanging fruit will get swatted.
Ba-dum-dum. Speed game. Shut up.
This is true, really news. Send email to TITR@netradio.network.